rapidly. Adverb, with speed, in a rapid manner. Fond. Verb, to have a foolish affection for. To be fond of. Adjective, chiefly with of, having a liking or affection for. Center. Noun, the point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb, to cause. An object, to occupy the center of an area. Adjective, of, at, or related to a center. Disgrace. Noun, the condition of being out of favor. Loss of favor, regard, or respect. Verb, to put someone out of favor. To bring shame or ignominy upon. Market. Noun, a gathering of people for the purchase and sale of merchandise at a set time. Often periodic. Verb, to make. Products or services available for sale and promote them. Advantage. Noun, any condition, circumstance, opportunity or means, particularly favorable to success, or to any desired end. Verb, to provide someone with an advantage, to give an edge to. Salad. Noun, a food made primarily of a mixture of raw or cold ingredients. Typically vegetables. Usually served with a dressing such as vinegar or mayonnaise. Allergic. Noun, a person with a tendency to having allergies. A person with multiple or severe allergies. Adjective, of or pertaining to allergy. Skiing. Verb, to move on skis. Noun, a group of sports utilizing skis as primary equipment. Playwright. Noun, a writer and creator of theatrical plays. Glasses. Verb, to apply fiberglass to. Noun, an amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb, to fit with glass. To glaze. Noun, spectacles. Frames bearing two lenses worn in front of the eyes. Brown. Noun, a color like that of chocolate or coffee. Verb, to become brown. Adjective, having a brown color. Parse. Noun, an act of parsing. Verb, to resolve a sentence, etc., into its elements, pointing out the several parts of speech and their relation to each other by agreement or government. To analyze and describe grammatically. Incapable. Noun, one who is morally or mentally weak or inefficient. An imbecile. A simpleton. Adjective, not capable of doing something. Unable. Overwrite. Noun, the operation of destroying older data by recording new data over it. Verb, to destroy older data by recording new data over it. Credit. Noun, reliance on the truth of something said or done. Faith. Trust. Verb, to believe, to put credence in. Nanny. Noun, a child's nurse. Verb, to serve as a nanny. Scuba. Noun, underwater diving, an apparatus carried by a diver, which includes a tank holding compressed, filtered air and a regulator which delivers the air to the diver at ambient pressure which can be used underwater. Verb, to perform scuba diving. 70th. Noun, the person or thing in the 70th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 70. Break. Noun, an instance of breaking something into two or more pieces. Verb, to separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Juices. Noun, a liquid from a plant, especially fruit. Verb, to extract the juice from something. Boxer. Noun, a participant, fighter, in a boxing match. Monocle. Noun, a single lens, usually in a wireframe, and used to correct vision for only one eye. Count on. Verb, to rely on, trust, or expect. Ranger. Noun, one who ranges, a rover. Verb, to work as a ranger. Noun, abbreviation of million. Verb, make. Adjective, of or pertaining to the male gender. Manly. Noun, a prescribed quantity or extent. Noun. Always meter. A device that measures things. Noun. The international mile. A unit of length precisely equal to 1.609344 kilometers established by treaty among Anglophone nations in 1959. Divided into 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Noun. A half note. Drawn as a semibreve with a stem. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Noun. A period into which a year is divided. Historically based on the phases of the moon. Neglect. Noun. The act of neglecting. Verb. To fail to care for or attend to something. Curl. Noun. A piece or lock of curling hair. A ringlet. Verb. To cause to move in a curve. Nested. Verb. Of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Adjective. Embedded. Concentration. Noun. The act, process or ability of concentrating. The process of becoming concentrated. Or the state of being concentrated. Convert. Noun. A person who has converted to a religion. Verb. To transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Letter. Noun. A symbol in an alphabet. Verb. To print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun. An identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Grooming. Verb. To attend to one's appearance and clothing. Noun. Care for one's personal appearance, hygiene, and clothing. Midday. Noun. Noon. 12 o'clock during the day. Spade. Noun. A garden tool with a handle and a flat blade for digging. Not to be confused with a shovel, which is used for moving earth or other materials. Verb. To turn over soil with a spade to loosen the ground for planting. Require. Verb. To ask someone for something, to request. Enthusiastic. Adjective. With zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Debate. Noun. An argument or discussion, usually in an ordered or formal setting, often with more than two people, generally ending with a vote or other decision. Verb. To participate in a debate, to dispute, argue, especially in a public arena. Imply. Verb. Of a proposition, to have as a necessary consequence. Plan. Noun. A drawing showing technical details of a building, machine, etc., with unwanted details omitted, and often using symbols rather than detailed drawing to represent doors, valves, etc. Verb. To design a building, machine, etc. Ambitious. Adjective. Of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition, wanting a lot of power, honor, respect, superiority, or other distinction. Requirements. Noun. A necessity or prerequisite, something required or obligatory. Its adpositions are generally of in relation to who or what has given it, on in relation to whom or what it is given to, and for in relation to what is required. Plow. Noun. The notional area of land able to be farmed in a year by a team of 8 oxen pulling a Karuka plow. Usually reckoned at 120 acres. Noun. A device pulled through the ground in order to break it open into furrows for planting. Verb. To use a plow on to prepare for planting. Noun. Land that has been or is meant to be plowed. Northerners. Noun. A native or inhabitant of the north of a region, or of the world as a whole, such as one of the northern United States, the north of Norway, etc. Do away with. Verb. To abolish, to put an end to eliminate. Record. Noun. A disc, usually made of a polymer, used to record sound for playback on a phonograph. Noun. An item of information put into a temporary or permanent physical medium. Miro. Noun. The dark, durable, attractive wood of the Portia tree Thespesia populnea. Representing. Verb. To present again or anew. To present by means of something standing in the place of. To exhibit the counterpart or image of. To typify. Noun. An act of representation. Divorced. Verb. To legally dissolve a marriage between two people. Adjective. Cut off, or separated. Highway. Noun. A motor vehicle for transporting large numbers of people along roads. Noun. A main, direct public road, especially a multi-lane, high-speed thoroughfare connecting major population centers. Ocean. Noun. One of the large bodies of water separating the continents. Gave. Verb. Detransitive. To move, shift. Provide something abstract or concrete to someone or something or somewhere. Basis. Noun. A physical base or foundation. Discussing. Verb. To converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Republic. Noun. A state where sovereignty rests with the people or their representatives, rather than with a monarch or emperor. A country with no monarchy. Sensational. Adjective, of or pertaining to sensation. Chop. Noun. A cut of meat, often containing a section of a rib. Verb. To cut into pieces with short, vigorous cutting motions. Playoffs. Noun. A final game in a series needed to break a tie. Bluefish. Noun. A voracious fish, Pomatomus saltatrix, found in waters of the Atlantic and Indian Ocean. Blonde. Noun. A pale yellowish, golden brown color, especially set of hair color. Adjective. Of a bleached or pale golden, light yellowish color. Adjective. Especially of a woman. Stupid, ignorant, naive. Skills. Verb. To set apart, separate. Hotel. Noun. A large townhouse or mansion, a grand private residence, especially in France. Entrepreneur. Noun. A person who organizes and operates a business venture and assumes much of the associated risk. Doorbell. Noun. A device on or adjacent to an outer door for announcing one's presence. It can be mechanical, directly sounding a bell, or a button that electrically sounds a chime or buzzer inside the building. Verb. To ring many doorbells in an effort to contact people and thereby spread information or solicit. Parents. Noun. One of the two persons from whom one is immediately biologically descended. A mother or father. Verb. To act as parent. To raise or rear. Noun. An accepted, but deprecated and rarely used. SI unit of area equal to 100 square meters. Or a former unit of approximately the same extent. Symbol. A. Purification. Noun. The act or process of purifying, the removal of impurities. Seal. Noun. A pinniped, pinnipedia, particularly an earless seal, true seal, or eared seal. Verb. To hunt seals. Housing. Verb. To keep within a structure or container. Batteries. Noun. A device used to power electric devices. Consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Firefighters. Noun. A person who puts out fires. Mobility. Noun. The ability to move, capacity for movement. Primary. Noun. A primary election. A preliminary election to select a political candidate of a political party. Verb. To challenge an incumbent sitting politician for their political party's endorsement to run for re-election, through running a challenger campaign in a primary election, especially one that is more ideologically extreme. Adjective. First or earliest in a group or series. Forward. Noun. One of the 8 players. Comprising 2 props, 1 hooker, 2 locks. two flankers and one number 8, collectively known as the pack, whose primary task is to gain and maintain possession of the ball. Compare back. Verb, to advance. Promote. Adjective, toward the front or at the front. Adverb, towards the front or from the front. Pliers. Noun, a pincer-like gripping tool that multiplies the strength of the user's hand. Often used for bending things. Fireworks. Noun, a device using gunpowder and other chemicals which, when lit, emits a combination of colored flames, sparks, whistles or bangs, and sometimes made to rocket high into the sky before exploding. Used for entertainment or celebration. Noun, an event or a display where fireworks are set off. By. Noun, a flying insect, of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea, known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them, for collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Noun, a contest, especially for spelling. See spelling bee. Noun, a ring or torque, a bracelet. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter B. Noun, usually in the plural, any of the pieces of hard wood bolted to the sides of the bowsprit. To reeve the fore topmast stays through. Adjective, out of the way. Subsidiary. Adverb, along a path which runs past the speaker. Preposition, near or next to. Noun, the position of a person or team in a tournament or competition who draws no opponent in a particular round so advances to the next round unopposed, or is awarded points for a win in a league table. Also the phantom opponent of such a person or team. Interjection. Goodbye. Specialist. Noun, someone who is an expert in, or devoted to, some specific branch of study or research. Adjective, specialized. Darkness. Noun, the state of being dark, lack of light. Quakes. Noun, a trembling or shaking. Verb, to tremble or shake. Participate. Verb, to join in, to take part, to involve oneself in something. Adjective, acting in common, participating. Information. Noun, that which resolves uncertainty. Anything that answers the question of what a given entity is. Anonymous. Adjective, lacking a name, not named, for example an animal not assigned to any species. Illusion. Noun, anything that seems to be something that it is not. 17th. Noun, one of 17 equal parts of a whole. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 17. Genetic. Adjective, relating to genetics or genes. Global. Noun, a globally scoped identifier. Adjective, concerning all parts of the world. Adverb, in the global manner. Worldwide. Final. Noun, a final examination. A test or examination given at the end of a term or class. The test that concludes a class. Adjective, last. Ultimate. Destination. Noun, the act of destining or appointing. Clouds. Noun, a rock, boulder, a hill. Verb, to become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Decorating. Verb, to furnish with decorations. Noun, decoration. Reallocated. Verb, to allocate, a resource, to another person or purpose. Hammock. Noun, a swinging couch or bed, usually made of netting or canvas about 6 feet wide, suspended by clews or cords at the ends. Verb, to lie in a hammock. Immense. Noun, immense extent or expanse. Immensity. Adjective, huge, gigantic, very large. Say. Noun, a chance to speak, the right or power to influence or make a decision. Verb, to pronounce. Adverb, for example, let us assume. Interjection, used to gain someone's attention before making an inquiry or suggestion. Playing. Verb, to act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. Noun. Gerund of play. An occasion on which something, such as a song or show, is played. Cereal. Noun. A type of grass, such as wheat, rice or oats, cultivated for its edible grains. Simpler. Adjective. Uncomplicated. Taken by itself, with nothing added. Noun. One who grows or gathers simples. Medicinal herbs. Id. Noun. The unconscious impulsive component of the personality in the Freudian psychoanalytic model. Shrimp. Noun. Any of many swimming, often edible crustaceans, chiefly of the infraorder Caridia or the suborder Dendrobranchiata, with slender legs, long whiskers and a long abdomen. Verb. To fish for shrimp. Interfaces. Noun. The point of interconnection or contact between entities. Counselor. Noun. A professional who counsels people, especially on personal problems. Exciting. Verb. To stir the emotions of. Noun. The process of something becoming excited. Excitation. Adjective. Creating or producing excitement. Order. Noun. Arrangement, disposition, or sequence. Verb. To set in some sort of order. Developers. Noun. A person or entity engaged in the creation or improvement of certain classes of products. Remote. Noun. An element of broadcast programming originating away from the station's or show's control room. Verb. To connect to a computer from a remote location. Adjective. At a distance. Disconnected. Noun. A device used to operate an appliance, such as a television, vehicle or mechanical toy from a short distance away. Kilo. Noun. In the international system of units, the base unit of mass, conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water, but now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.626070015 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol. Kilogram. Liked. Verb. To enjoy, be pleased by. Favor. Be in favor of. Verb. To be likely. Higher. Adjective. Very elevated. Extending or being far above a base. Tall. Lofty. Adverb. In or to an elevated position. Noun. A national school leaving examination and university entrance qualification. Verb. To make higher. To raise or increase in amount or quantity. Certification. Noun. The act of certifying. Spoil. Noun. Also in plural. Spoils. Plunder taken from an enemy or victim. Verb. To strip. Someone who has been killed or defeated. Of their arms or armor. Routine. Noun. A course of action to be followed regularly. A standard procedure. Adjective. According to established procedure. Giving. Verb. Detransitive. To move. Shift. Provide something abstract or concrete to someone or something or somewhere. Noun. The act of bestowing as a gift. A conferring or imparting. Adjective. Having the tendency to give. Generous. Pumping. Verb. To use a pump to move, liquid or gas. Noun. The act by which something is pumped. Spillover. Noun. That which overflows, the excess or side effect. Companies. Noun. A team. A group of people who work together professionally. Verb. To accompany. Keep company with. Hammock. Noun. A swinging couch or bed, usually made of netting or canvas about 6 feet wide, suspended by clews or cords at the ends. Verb. To lie in a hammock. Pets. Noun. An animal kept as a companion. Verb. To stroke or fondle. An animal. Noun. A fit of petulance. A sulk, arising from the impression that one has been offended or slighted. Noun. A term of endearment usually applied to women and children. Noun. A formal, written request made to an official person or organized body. often containing many signatures. Improvements. Noun, the act of improving, advancement or growth, a bettering. Gap. Noun, an opening in anything made by breaking or parting. Verb, to notch, as a sword or knife. Million. Numeral, long and short scales. The cardinal number 1,000,000 to 106, 1,000,000. Breeze. Noun, a light, gentle wind. Verb, usually with along, to move casually, in a carefree manner. Marvel. Noun, that which causes wonder. A prodigy, a miracle. Verb, to become filled with wonderment or admiration. To be amazed at something. 15th. Noun, the person or thing in the 15th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 15. Mobile. Noun, a kinetic sculpture or decorative arrangement made of items hanging so that they can move independently from each other. Adjective, capable of being moved, especially on wheels. Noun, a portable telephone that connects with the telephone network over radio wave transmission. Spoken. Verb, to communicate with one's voice. To say words out loud. Adjective, relating to speech. Coordinate. Noun, a number representing the position of a point along a line, arc, or similar one-dimensional figure. Verb, to synchronize. Activities. Adjective, of the same rank, equal, disciplined. Verb, to train someone by instruction and practice. Adjective, possessing mental discipline. Overlay. Noun, a piece of paper pasted upon the tympan sheet to improve the impression by making it stronger at a particular place. Verb, to lay, spread, or apply something over or across. Cover. Joke. Noun, an amusing story. Verb, to do or say something for amusement rather than seriously. Steep. Noun, the steep side of a mountain, etc. A slope or acclivity. Adjective, of a near vertical gradient, of a slope, surface, curve, etc., that proceeds upward at an angle near vertical. Executable. Noun, a file that can be run directly by a computer's hardware or AP code interpreter with no further processing. Adjective, capable of being executed. Crucial. Adjective, essential or decisive for determining the outcome or future of something. Extremely important. Offline. Verb, to take, a system, etc., offline. To demote from an active or online state. Adjective, of a system, currently not connected, generally electrically, to a larger network. For example, a power plant which is not connected to the grid, or a computer which is not connected to the internet or to any other communications service. Adverb, while offline, with an offline system. Intend. Verb, usually followed by the particle to. To hope, to wish, something, or something to be accomplished. Be intent upon. Confrontational. Adjective, pertaining to a confrontation, characterized by, or given to initiating hostile encounter. In your face. Cluttered. Verb, to fill something with clutter. Adjective, scattered with a disorderly mixture of objects that take up space. Littered. Reports. Noun, a piece of information describing, or an account of certain events given or presented to someone, with the most common adpositions being by, referring to creator of the report, and on, referring to the subject. Verb, to relate details of, an event or incident, to recount, describe, something. Sense. Verb, to make something, such as an object or message, go from one place to another. Beliefs. Noun, mental acceptance of a claim as true. Eggs. Noun, an approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb, to throw eggs at. Verb, to encourage, incite, exceeds. Verb, to be larger, greater than. something. Powder. Noun. The fine particles which are the result of reducing dry substance by pounding, grinding, or triturating, or the result of decay. Dust. Verb. To reduce to fine particles. To pound, grind, or rub into a powder. Noun. A very pale blue color. Noun. Freshly fallen, uncompacted snow, especially in the context of alpine skiing. Parliament. Noun. A formal council summoned, especially by a monarch, to discuss important issues. Scaling. Verb. To change the size of something whilst maintaining proportion, especially to change a process in order to produce much larger amounts of the final product. Verb. To remove the scales of. Noun. The removing of the scales of fish. Reporter. Noun. Someone or something that reports. Painters. Noun. An artist who paints pictures. Noun. A chain or rope used to attach the shank of an anchor to the side of a ship when not in use. Noun. A mountain lion. Noun. A term for a marijuana cigarette, joint. Disturbing. Verb. To confuse a quiet, constant state or a calm, continuous flow. In particular, thoughts, actions or liquids. Adjective. Causing distress or worry, upsetting or unsettling. Capital. Noun. Already produced durable goods available for use as a factor of production, such as steam shovels, equipment, and office buildings. Structures. Adjective. Of prime importance. Analyze. Verb. To subject to analysis. Confess. Verb. To admit to the truth, particularly in the context of sins or crimes committed. General. Noun. A general fact or proposition. A generality. Verb. To lead. Soldiers. As a general. Adjective. Including or involving every part or member of a given or implied entity. Whole etc. As opposed to specific or particular. Adverb. In a general or collective manner or sense. In most cases. Upon the whole. Interpreted. Verb. To explain or tell the meaning of. To translate orally into intelligible or familiar language or terms applied especially to language, but also to dreams, signs, conduct, mysteries, etc. O. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter O. Ancient. Noun. A person who is very old. Adjective. Having lasted from a remote period. Having been of long duration. Of great age. Very old. Naming. Verb. Detransitive. To give a name to. Noun. The process of giving names to things. Adjective. Giving a name to a person or thing. Plant. Noun. An organism that is not an animal. Especially an organism capable of photosynthesis. Typically a small or herbaceous organism of this kind. Rather than a tree. Verb. To place. A seed or plant. In soil or other substrate in order that it may live and grow. Fulfillment. Noun. The act of fulfilling. Falling. Verb. Heading. To be moved downwards. Noun. Present participle of fall. Adjective. That falls or fall. Sleeps. Verb. To rest in a state of reduced consciousness. Noun. The state of reduced consciousness during which a human or animal rests in a daily rhythm. Passive. Noun. Grammar. The passive voice of verbs. Adjective. Being subjected to an action without producing a reaction. Game. Noun. A playful or competitive activity. Verb. To gamble. Adjective. Willing to participate. Clarification. Noun. The act of clarifying. The act or process of making clear or transparent by freeing visible impurities. Particularly, the clearing or fining of liquid substances from feculent matter by the separation of the insoluble particles which prevent the liquid from being transparent. God. Noun. A being such as a monotheistic God. A single divine creator and ruler of the universe. Proper noun. The single deity of various monotheistic religions. especially the deity of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Noun. A deity or supreme being. A supernatural, typically immortal, being with superior powers, to which personhood is attributed. Verb. To idolize. Grow. Verb. To become larger, to increase in magnitude. Finalize. Verb. To make final or firm, to finish or complete. Separate. Noun. Usually in the plural. Anything that is sold by itself, especially an article of clothing. Verb. To divide a thing into separate parts. Adjective. Apart from the rest, not connected to or attached to anything else. Clinical. Noun. A medical student's session spent in a real-world nursing environment. Adjective. Of or pertaining to a medical clinic or facility. Continuing. Verb. To proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong an activity. Noun. A continuation. Collision. Noun. An instance of colliding. Noun. An error caused by two source code elements, such as variables or functions, having the same name as each other. Mistakes. Noun. An error. A blunder. Verb. To understand wrongly, taking one thing or person for another. Fridge. Noun. A refrigerator. Verb. To place inside of a refrigerator. Sculptures. Noun. A three-dimensional work of art created by shaping malleable objects and letting them harden or by chipping away pieces from a rock. Sculpting. Verb. To fashion something into a three-dimensional figure. Oiling. Verb. To lubricate with oil. Noun. An application of oil. Knob. Noun. A rounded protuberance, especially one arising from a flat surface. A fleshy lump or caruncle. Verb. Of a man. To have sex with. Path. Noun. A trail for the use of, or worn by, pedestrians. Verb. To make a path in, or on, something, or for, someone. Carving. Verb. To cut. Noun. A carved object. Arguing. Verb. To show grounds for concluding that. To indicate, imply. Noun. Argument. Advert. Noun. An advertisement, an ad. Result. Noun. That which results. The conclusion or end to which any course or condition of things leads, or which is obtained by any process or operation. Consequence or effect. Verb. To proceed. Spring up or rise. As a consequence. From facts. Arguments. Premises. Combination of circumstances. Consultation. Thought or endeavor. Interjection. An exclamation of joy following a favorable outcome. Ray. Noun. A beam of light or radiation. Verb. To emit something as if in rays. Extended. Verb. To increase in extent. Adjective. Longer in length or extension. Elongated. Cheers. Noun. A cheerful attitude. Happiness. A good, happy, or positive mood. Verb. To gladden. To make cheerful. Often with up. Interjection. A common toast used when drinking in company. Crusty. Noun. A tramp or homeless young person with poor cleanliness. Adjective. Having a crust, especially a thick one. Returns. Noun. The act of returning. Verb. To come or go back. To a place or person. Noun. Merchandise returned to the retailer. Wholesaler or supplier. Adverb. Noun. Grammar. A word that modifies a verb. Adjective. Other adverbs. Exaggerate. Verb. To overstate, to describe more than is fact. Complaints. Noun. The act of complaining. Extroverted. Adjective. Turned or thrust outwards, especially. Complaints. Noun. The act of complaining. Investigation. Noun. The act of investigating. The process of inquiring into or following up. Research. Especially patient or thorough inquiry or examination. Night. Noun. The period between sunset and sunrise. when a location faces far away from the sun. Thus when the sky is dark. Verb, to spend a night, in a place, to overnight. Interjection, ellipsis of good night, ballet. Noun, a classical form of dance. Verb, to perform an action reminiscent of ballet dancing. Instantly. Adverb, at once, without delay. Boy. Noun, a young male. Verb, to use the word boy to refer to someone. Interjection, exclamation of surprise, pleasure or longing. Conversation. Noun, expression and exchange of individual ideas through talking with other people. Also, a set instance or occasion of such talking. Verb, to engage in conversation. With. Opposition. Noun, the action of opposing or of being in conflict. Purification. Noun, the act or process of purifying, the removal of impurities. Rude. Adjective, bad-mannered. Crafts. Noun, strength, power, might, force. Verb, to make by hand and with much skill. Accountability. Noun, the state of being accountable. Liability to be called on to render an account. Accountableness. Responsible for. Answerable for. Calm. Noun, in a person, the state of being calm. Peacefulness. Absence of worry, anger, fear or other strong negative emotion. Verb, to make calm. Adjective, of a person, peaceful, quiet, especially free from anger and anxiety. Entirely. Adverb, to the full or entire extent. Roundabout. Noun, Australia and sometimes United States. A road junction at which traffic streams circularly around a central island. Adjective, indirect, circuitous, or circumlocutionary. Gestures. Noun, a motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb, to make a gesture or gestures. Intuitive. Noun, one who has, especially parapsychological, intuition. Adjective, spontaneous, without requiring conscious thought. Midwife. Noun, a person, usually a woman, who is trained to assist women in childbirth, but who is not a physician. Verb, to act as a midwife. Missile. Noun, any object used as a weapon by being thrown or fired through the air, such as stone, arrow or bullet. Grass. Noun, any plant of the family Poaceae, characterized by leaves that arise from nodes in the stem and leaf bases that wrap around the stem, especially those grown as ground cover rather than for grain. Verb, to lay out on the grass, to knock down an opponent, etc. Happy. Noun, a happy event, thing, person, etc. Noun, preceded by the happy people as a group. Verb, often followed by up, to become happy, to brighten up, to cheer up. Adjective, having a feeling arising from a consciousness of well-being or of enjoyment. Enjoying good of any kind, such as comfort, peace, or tranquility. Blissful, contented, joyous. Soft. Noun, a soft or foolish person. An idiot. Adjective, easily giving way under pressure. Adverb, softly, without roughness or harshness. Gently, quietly. Interjection, be quiet, hold, stop, not so fast. Simplify. Verb, to make simpler, either by reducing in complexity, reducing to component parts, or making easier to understand. Shoes. Noun, a protective covering for the foot, with a bottom part composed of thick leather or plastic sole and often a thicker heel, and a softer upper part made of leather or synthetic material. Shoes generally do not extend above the ankle, as opposed to boots, which do. Verb, to put shoes on one's feet. Clashes. Noun, a loud sound, like the crashing together of metal objects. Verb, proactive. Adjective, acting in advance to deal with an expected change or difficulty. Career. Noun, one's calling in life. a person's occupation, one's profession. Verb, to move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Shock. Noun, a sudden, heavy impact. Verb, to cause, to be emotionally shocked, to cause someone to feel surprised and upset. Rock. Noun, a formation of minerals, specifically. Overwrite. Noun, the operation of destroying older data by recording new data over it. Verb, to destroy older data by recording new data over it. Beware. Verb, defective, to use caution, pay attention to, used both with and without of. Epicenter. Noun, the point on the land or water surface directly above the focus. Or hypocenter, of an earthquake. Verb, of an earthquake, to have its epicenter at a specified location. River. Noun, a large and often winding stream which drains a landmass, carrying water down from higher areas to a lower point, oftentimes ending in another body of water, such as an ocean or in an inland sea. Verb, to improve one's hand to beat another player on the final card in a poker game. Spoke. Noun, a support structure that connects the axle or the hub of a wheel to the rim. Verb, to furnish a wheel with spokes. Diver. Noun, someone who dives, especially as a sport. Barrier. Noun, a structure that bars passage. Verb, to block or obstruct with a barrier. Cynical. Adjective, of or relating to the belief that human actions are motivated only or primarily by base desires or selfishness. Encase. Verb, to enclose, as in a case. Money. Noun, a legally or socially binding conceptual contract of entitlement to wealth, void of intrinsic value, payable for all debts and taxes, and regulated in supply. Required. Verb, to ask someone for something, to request. Adjective, necessary, obligatory, mandatory. Past. Verb, to change place. Adjective, that has passed beyond a certain point, chiefly in set collocations. Passengers. Noun, one who rides or travels in a vehicle, but who does not operate it and is not a member of the crew. Danish. Noun, Danish pastry, light sweet yeast-raised roll usually filled with fruit or cheese. Journalists. Noun, the keeper of a personal journal, who writes in it regularly. Detect. Verb, to discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective, detected. Couples. Noun, two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb, to join two things together, or one thing to another. Go ahead. Verb, to proceed, to begin. Grading. Verb, to assign scores to the components of an academic test. Noun, a rank or grade. Basically. Adverb, in a fundamental, essential or basic manner. Combat. Noun, a battle, a fight, often one in which weapons are used. Verb, to fight, to struggle against. Performs. Verb, to do something, to execute. Exhibits. Noun, an instance of exhibiting. Verb, to display or show something for others to see, especially at an exhibition or contest. Holds. Noun, a grasp or grip. Verb, to grasp or grip. Noun, the cargo area of a ship or aircraft, often holds or cargo hold. Research. Noun, diligent inquiry or examination to seek or revise facts, principles, theories, applications, etc. Laborious or continued search after truth. Verb, to search or examine with continued care, to seek diligently. Intensive. Noun, form of a word with a stronger or more forceful sense than the root on which the intensive is built. Adjective, thorough, to a great degree, with intensity. Cultural. Adjective, pertaining to culture. Grandson. Noun, a son of one's child. Convenience. Noun, the quality of being convenient. Verb, to make convenient. Choices. Noun, an option, a decision, an opportunity to choose or select something. Producing. Verb, to yield, make or manufacture, to generate. Lobster. Noun, a crustacean of the Nephropodidae family. Dark green or blue-black in color, turning bright red when cooked. With a hard shell and claws. Which is used as a seafood. Verb, to fish for lobsters. Adjective, red-colored, especially from a sunburn. Maker. Noun, someone who makes. A person or thing that makes or produces something. Recoverable. Noun, amounts of reinsurance coverage that are due from a reinsurer. Adjective, capable of being regained or recovered. 17. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 16 and before 18. Represented in Roman numerals as 17 and in Arabic numerals as 17. Insufficient. Adjective, not sufficient. Own. Adjective, belonging to, possessed, proper to. Often marks a possessive determiner as reflexive, referring back to the subject of the clause or sentence. Shines. Noun, brightness from a source of light. Verb, to emit light. Verb, to cause something to shine, put a shine on something. Polish. Something. Medications. Noun, a medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Collected. Verb, to gather together, amass. Adjective, gathered together. Chairs. Noun, an item of furniture used to sit on or in, comprising a seat, legs, back, and sometimes arm rests, for use by one person. Compare stool, couch, sofa, settee, love seat and bench. Verb, to act as chairperson at, to preside over. Noun, a chairman or chairwoman, someone who presides over a meeting, board, etc. Noun, a chair-like device used for performing execution by electrocution. Dimension. Noun, a single aspect of a given thing. Verb, to mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Freshly. Adverb, recently, newly. Mindful. Adjective, being aware of something, attentive, heedful. Stadium. Noun, a venue where sporting events are held. Helper. Noun, one who helps, an aid. Soon. Adjective, short in length of time from the present. Adverb, immediately, instantly. Once. Adverb, frequency, one and only one time. Conjunction, as soon as, when, after. Infrastructure. Noun, systems theory. An underlying base or foundation, especially for an organization or system. Researched. Verb, to search or examine with continued care, to seek diligently. Certainly. Adverb, in a way which is certain, with certainty. Minimum. Noun, the lowest limit. Adjective, to the lowest degree. Liquids. Noun, a substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water, a substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle. An inelastic fluid. Ish. Noun, operations. An individual item, the least quantitative unit in a grouping. Adverb, for one, a piece. Per. Pronoun, everyone, everything. Lobby. Noun, an entryway or reception area. Vestibule, passageway. Corridor. Verb, to attempt to influence a public official or decision maker in favor of a specific opinion or cause. Filter. Noun, a device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb, to sort, sift, or isolate. Grooming. Verb, to attend to one's appearance and clothing. Noun, care for one's personal appearance, hygiene, and clothing. Bathroom. Noun, a room containing a shower and/or bathtub, and, typically but not necessarily, a toilet. Blue. Noun, the color of the clear sky or the deep sea, between green and violet in the visible spectrum, and one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light, the color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters, or any color resembling this. Verb, to make or become blue. Adjective, of the color blue. Collaborator. Noun, a person who works with others towards a common goal. Explanatory. Adjective, intended to serve as an explanation. Seats. Noun, something to be sat upon. Verb, to put an object into a place where it will rest. To fix. To set firm. Sinking. Verb, heading. Physical, to move or be moved into something. Noun, the process by which something sinks. Peaks. Noun, a point, the sharp end or top of anything that terminates in a point. As, the peak, or front, of a cap. Verb, to reach a highest degree or maximum. Verb, to become sick or wan. Resolution. Noun, a strong will, determination. Highway. Noun, a motor vehicle for transporting large numbers of people along roads. Noun, a main, direct public road, especially a multi-lane, high-speed thoroughfare connecting major population centers. Buyer. Noun, a person who makes one or more purchases. Devoid. Verb, to empty out, to remove. Adjective, empty, having none of, completely without. Simply. Adverb, manner, in a simple way or state, considered in or by itself, without addition, alone. Certification. Noun, the act of certifying. Regards. Noun, a steady look, a gaze. Verb, to look at, to observe. Noun, good wishes. Neurologist. Noun, a doctor or scientist who practices or specializes in neurology. Mowing. Verb, to cut down grass or crops. Verb, to make grimaces. Mock. Verb, to put into mows. Noun, the activity by which something is mown. Notebook. Noun, a book in which notes or memoranda are written. Referring. Verb, to direct the attention of. Noun, the act by which somebody or something is referred. A reference. Images. Noun, an optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb, to represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Coordinated. Verb, to synchronize, activities. Adjective, organized, working together, cooperating. Boil. Noun, a localized accumulation of pus in the skin, resulting from infection. Killed. Verb, to put to death, to extinguish the life of. Adjective, of steel, deoxidized. Pretend. Verb, to claim, to allege, especially when falsely or as a form of deliberate deception. Adjective, not really what it is represented as being. Imaginary. Feigned. Accomplish. Verb, to finish successfully.